My name's Peter Short. I'm 40 years old and I'm a civil servant. I work in the north of London. I first moved to Fulwell Park Avenue in 1987 and knew nothing very much about the history. I was told by my family, my new family, that the king actually lived here. I dismissed it and thought it was a fanciful idea. Didn't believe a word of it. Then I thought about the names of the roads around the area. We have Manuel Road, we have Augusta Road, we have Portugal Gardens and Lisbon Avenue. On doing a little research, I then found that what I'd been told was true. The king indeed did live here. Just before the estate of houses here now was built, these were built in around 1937, but prior to that, indeed, King Manuel lived in a house called Fulwell Manor, and that house was situated between what is now Portugal Gardens and Lisbon Avenue. And further to this, he spent his last few years here before dying prematurely. He was a popular figure in the area and was called upon quite frequently to take part in civic events. He was well known at the local church, and he was also a guest of the royal family, King George of England. Furthermore, he made a gift of a christening silver shell, I suppose you'd call it. It's I think it was described as a cruet in a programme I saw about it, but that silver shell is actually used for christenings in the local church, St James's Church. And what I hope is that my son, who was born recently, will have the opportunity to be christened in St James's Church, and the silver shell that was given to the church by King Manuel will actually be used to christen him.
The King and Queen used to come here every Sunday. The congregation would be standing. They came and then took their seats, and the congregation sat, and the Mass began. That was every Sunday. I think it was at 10 o'clock. The King could also be seen in the church when he came to confession. I remember being very impressed about the fact that his father and his brother were assassinated horribly in the Place du Commerce, and he was only a teenager. And soon afterwards the revolution took place, and he and his mother, Queen Amelia, had to leave Portugal and were brought by, I think, a British corvette or something to England.